Obviously I don't want to be doing this. So if you're out there and you're feeling overwhelmed, you have a project or something and you're not sure what to do, and you know it's just such a massive task, just start doing something.
Welcome to my life, yeah. On the bright side, yeah, this music here became my only lifeline. Think I'm going crazy, I'm not in my right mind, no. Welcome to my life, yeah. Welcome to my life, yeah.
New morning in the barn. Today I'm gonna actually fix a little breakfast. Now that we have the stove, gonna do little eggs. I'm excited about doing that. Kind of feels like we're officially in and living here. Although I did notice this morning, or actually one of the boys pointed out this morning, I do have a leak, I'm guessing from the water line to my ice maker, so I gotta pull the refrigerator out and check and see what's going on in here. And we do have ice, so that's a good thing. The icy pop's froze for the boys, so that's good. All right, so let me troubleshoot a little bit, see what we got. All right, well, there's actually a water pan under here, and that is where the water is leaking from. It's not the supply line, that I connected yesterday. All that's good. So something's happening underneath. Of course, right? Nothing can ever go easy. So I contacted the business that I got it from and waiting to hear back from them. So wait and see. Man, Gavin is killing it. Look at these big old bass Gavin's getting. All the boys have been, whoo, it's a pretty bass. All right, Fishy, let's go back. All right, demolition has continued now that we have the dumpster loading it up, and they found a TV they're wanting to have some fun with.
It's the Wayne stage.
Oh, nice. Stuck it.
Brownie.
All right, a little update. We've gotten the front section pretty cleared out. Still pretty big mess in the back, but we've hauled out so much stuff, but there's so much more stuff. And we started brainstorming a little bit in this dumpster. It's a 30-yard dumpster, and they're not cheap to rent. We were filling this thing up quick, so we're like, you know what, we've got to do something different. So we created a burn pile of wood stuff right there. Yeah, there's some clothes in there, wood stuff. So we're gonna do a big bonfire, I guess. All right, more progress. Still, the amount of junk in here is just so overwhelming. I don't know how they got this much junk. And this will make you sick. Look at rat nest.
I didn't even see that.
Galore all up underneath this rotted out.
It's nasty.
Walls coming down. The side's been cleaned out. You can see how much moisture's been absorbed up in the walls. So we'll rip all that out as well.
Dad, can I put a nail in?
No, yeah.
Hey, you found it.
And we got a light. All right, Colin, good job on that one.
scared me.
Not like you at that point. Look at that.
It's all rotted out.
Look. Watch this. Spider web.
We still have more to pile up, but we're gonna go ahead and get the fire started now. For one, the boys are not gonna be here too much longer before Lois Ann comes and gets them and takes them back to Tuscaloosa. And we figure we got a lot more to burn, so let's go ahead and get it started.
Why did you take it out of my house?
Making progress in this room. Colin's beating down walls. You just see all the how bad the mold, rotted everything is. And again, we continue to add to the burn pile all this crap, trash. Again, making progress. And all this is cleaned out. Making progress on this.
I have tons of blisters.
God, stinks.
Big Daddy, if you see some stuff you want, grab it.
There's a gun right there, Big
Well,
Daddy.
we're in Mom's car, so there's not a whole lot going back.
Big Daddy, there's a gun behind you.
Oh.
You didn't see it.
Yeah, he didn't see that gun. Wasn't there a wall there?
Yeah,
Y'all just took it down
we've
completely.
been demoing like
Hey,
crazy.
Mom, look at that wall. We took that.
And that wall that's left is bowed.
Why, it's gonna come down.
Is the house gonna fall?
It's got these posts that will stabilize it.
Wow.
There's mold
Huh?
in here.
Oh, plenty of it.
I mean, well, I'm proud that y'all have accomplished a lot.
And you gotta remember, this was jam-packed with
With
furniture
junk,
and
I know.
crap.
Is it
We
all-
burned that.
Oh, that's what y'all did with
Mom,
burned a
there's
lot.
a pajama jacket. Guess where that went?
Flashback.
We did burn a panel, but it's like brand new, I think.
End of flashback.
So yeah, come back to the beauty.
Come on, I should have saw it. We thought.
Source of the whole problem.
Mom, we had a couch. It burned quick, but I'm pretty sure a rat was living in there because I saw a rat run right by my.
You didn't see it? We had
Come on, I saw him. As soon as you guys were gone, I saw him.
Yeah,
No,
with
that's
all this
soon.
wall down.
Yeah.
I burned a quilt.
Nice. Dad, get you some jeans.
Mom, for like
Yes,
the
yes, I got
first
me
day we,
some.
on the first day we were doing, Cam would just stare at the door because he did not want to come in. And then like halfway through it today, he started coming in.
He did.
He was walking there once
He's
in a
like, that
while.
place
He was
stinks.
staying out there and barked at us.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes.
He was like,
Oh,
get
yes.
out of there.
Oh,
And he
yes.
was trying to warn y'all.
Yeah.
He's
That
protected.
place is toxic.
He's a mold-smelling dog.
Mom, do you think that's mold?
No, that's poop. I know what that is.
Sewage poop, yummy. Well, Lois Ann took the boys back, and Dodie and I stayed and did some more work, got some more cleanup done, but there's still a little bit of a fire burning from all the material and furniture, clothes, debris, wood, lumber, wall pieces, all sorts of stuff that we've been burning today. Of course, we're gonna do some more tomorrow, keep it going. But this evening, I'm gonna go ahead and get this little metal piece painted. It's a little bracket that I'd made a while back for my retractable air hose. I'm gonna go ahead and get a whole new air hose reel because the other one's dry rotted. So anyways, while I have that off, I'm gonna paint it. It's just kind of a little rusted and just kind of looks rough. So I'm just gonna paint it black with some Rust-Oleum. So that can be drying overnight so that I can maybe get that done tomorrow. Don't know if I'll get to it tomorrow, but at least I'll get this painted. And we'll see how the rest of the house project goes. But it is late. It's been a long day. Productive day. But I'm tired. Ready to go to bed shortly. So gonna get this done. We'll catch you guys in the morning. Bye-bye. All right, new day on the farm. I want to check out the spray paint job. Looks pretty good. Maybe a few spots a little thin. Yeah, a couple spots of mist. That's okay. It was dark. It was dark. It was hard to see. So I'll go back over, hit a few of these spots. Second coat. Then we'll head to the store, see if I can find another hose reel for the air compressor, and then eventually we'll be back doing some more work on the house, some more demo, some more cleanup. This may be the last full day here and need it to be productive. All right, we'll be back with you in just a minute. Well, on our way to the store, we decided to actually come to a different city because it was on the way to return a toilet. Well, was coming right by the cemetery where my grandparents, my mom's parents, were buried, and my father, and I haven't been out here in a pretty long time. So you know what? I'm gonna stop by and visit the graveside. This is my grandparents. Here's my father's. Got the hose reel, the new hose reel connected to my little makeshift bar that I made years and years ago. Got it painted so it looks a lot better. I just got some of these, they're actually gate hinges, kind of like lag bolts. So I mounted those up on that post. Now that I've got my bracket mounted to the hose reel, the new hose reel, there's again the old one that's dry rotted. This is my new one, so we'll get it hung and see how it functions. All right, there's the hose reel. It works. So I got it where it can swivel. I say it works. My bracket works and my swivel. It's up above the door. I have access to the shop, even out the bay area and out the front. So I'll connect the hoses up, make sure it works. Another little project we need to tackle is this gate's gotten bent and knocked off the hinge, so we're gonna straighten it up a little bit, get it back a rolling. What you think, Cam? And check out this pear tree behind me. Is that the biggest pear tree you've ever seen? It is a monster, buddy. It's out of control, but buddy is cranking out the pears. The minute it goes all the way. With pears. Out of control, I know. Cam's gonna get him some pears, maybe. Gate's still a little bent, but we got it back on the hinge. This is kind of messed up, but got it straightened up down there to where at least it will now swing closed again. Another little project in the books. Again, not perfect, but hey, it works and it'll have to do for now. All right, on to the next. All right, once again, when you're in Alabama, you gotta get some barbecue. These little joints like this are always the best. This one's just down from the farm. It's actually changed hands a few times. I guess it's called Little Lou's Barbecue. And honestly, I don't remember if I've had this one since it's changed hands, but in the past, oh my gosh, it was some of the best barbecue you've ever had. So here it is. Yeah, it used to be called Cam's Barbecue. So I'm not sure if it's the same recipe as Cam's, but if it is, I'm super pumped because Cam, whew, he has some good barbecue, buddy. When I was saying Cam's Barbecue, it's not this Cam. Although he sure does want some barbecue. He's up here hanging out. He's finding the shade and smelling the barbecue. Barbecue was great Totally on point, good stuff, highly recommend it. Back to the compressor, got all the lines connected now. Kind of ran it up the wall and around, got everything connected, no leaks. So excited about that, glad to have my air compressor back up and running. So another project knocked off the list. It's time to probably get back in the basement doing some more of the cleanup there. So let's get back to it. So I finished getting this corner all torn down. I think it looks pretty good now. I'm leaving this part just because I think it adds some support to the stairs, and got most of the stuff. Of course, all this crap's got to be hauled out. And I didn't know what I was going to do with this wall because it's attached, or the paneling is back behind this up here without ripping all this part down. But I started thinking if I tore down all the walls back here, that would maybe free up the paneling, and sure enough, it's working. It's a little bit more work, I think, but you know what, all that needed to come down anyway, so it probably all balances out. It is dark, we got the power off because we're dealing with electrical wiring. I had to cut out, you know, some of the switches and the plugs that you see, so it is dark. And all the wiring that was run through the 2x4s, we pulled it. So this next section is just tearing out all this wall now. And if I can accomplish that, that is a huge mission accomplished in the demolition. Then of course crap's got to be hauled out of here. But the demo, the main demo will pretty much be done. The rest will just be kind of some cleanup. So that's what I really need to get done before I head back to Florida. So we're gonna keep working. It's a little later in the day, but we're gonna keep working. I'll be back in a minute to upgrade, or not upgrade. I'll be back in a minute to update. All right, the demo's coming along pretty well. We are moving pretty quick now that some of the smaller parts of it, you know, getting the electrical wiring out of it, and you know, getting some of the baseboards and all that. So the wall's actually coming down pretty well. Here's where we are. This is where that one wall originally started at this post. Actually a little bit beyond that post. And then coming along, you can see, man, we're making some good progress. I've already taken off most of the 2x4s and 2x6s that were in here. The supports, that's just the sheeting I got to take down. Got a few more big boards to take out over here on this section, kind of getting close to the doorway, and then that wall will be done. Look at how nasty it is up in there. Or I guess for years, rats have gotten up in there and just nested. Nasty. Well, I think demo is done. I think my demolition is done at the farm. The rest will be cleanup, hauling all this crap out of here, the construction crap, along with the rest of the tenants crap. Most of the stuff we're gonna burn. Some of the stuff we can't burn, which goes in the dumpster. Glad that demo's done. That was pretty disgusting, but I felt a lot better. Actually, there's some carpet that probably needs to be ripped up, so maybe that's still a little bit more demo, but for the most part, clean up the crap. No more major construction demo, at least for the week. All right, gonna get back to the cleanup. We'll see you in a bit. More late night burns, tenant stuff and construction and part of the walls and basement. All right, we've continued to clean up. It's actually 10 o'clock. We're still going strong. Got the fire going again. But we got a good bit cleaned up. I am drenched with sweat. Doty's still going strong, baby. Look at that sweat.
Working on it.
I was going to show you this nastiness that I've been working on. This is just flat out disgusting. This was some of the main area where the septic backed up. I mean, it's just so gross. There's one of the septic holes. Ugh. That's just so gross. I'm tearing apart this. Oh, it's just so gross. Oh, and the smell is so bad. So bad. I'm tired. Obviously, I don't want to be doing this, but no choice. No choice. And honestly, I was very overwhelmed when I got here. Very overwhelmed. Like, where do I start? You can ask Doty. That first day, I'm like, I don't even know where to start. I don't know where to start. Like, I'm so overwhelmed at how much work needs to be done and what all we got to do. And eventually, just got to start somewhere, man. Just got to start. So if you're out there and you're feeling overwhelmed, you have a project or something, and you're not sure what to do, and you know, it's just such a massive task. Just start doing something. And we just started doing something, and we worked for days and felt like we haven't done much, but at the end of the week, you can look around and we've accomplished a lot. We've accomplished a lot. Of course, I'm still super overwhelmed at how much crap is still in here, and how bad everything is, and all the mold. But I know we have accomplished a lot, a lot, a lot. So just keep going, guys. Even when it sucks, hey, Grid Army. It's about building that grit, doing things you don't want to do it anyways. I'm tired, I don't want to do this. It's nasty, it stinks. It's emotionally draining, physically draining, but it's got to get done. Keep pushing. Dodie and I cleaned up, got a little shower, got all that nastiness off of us. Of course, it was pretty late, but we went down to the local town, which is about 10 minutes away, to Arab. Found a couple drive-thrus open, so we hit up the Taco Bell, and here it is, 11:40. Nothing like a little late night dinner.
That's it.
Hit the T-Bell, baby, the T-Bell.
That's it.
Chicken power bowl. Cam's been a good trooper. He got a bath tonight. All right, we're about to enjoy us some dinner and then get some shut-eye. We'll see you guys in the morning. All right, my last morning here on the farm for this trip. So I've got about half a day's worth of work. Actually, I got a lot more work to be done, but I've only got about a half a day to get it done before I have to head back to Tuscaloosa to meet up with the rest of the family. So a few little projects. There's some extra insulation that for whatever reason my previous guy did not put up in the attic. So I'm gonna go ahead and climb up in the attic, put that up there. That'll free up some space in the shop, as well as just, I don't think you can ever have too much insulation. So I'm gonna do that. Gotta clean up a little bit more in the house as far as go find my tools, crowbars, and all that was probably left in the construction. Grab a few more things that I think is of value. Some of that wood was actually still pretty good. It may just need to be cut in some spots. So we've made a little pile for the wood. And a few other little items that I'm going to gather from in the house before everything else is just going to be hauled off and chunked by the next guys that are coming to. Don't have anybody yet, but I got to find somebody to come do that. And then honestly, I probably need to run through the yard one more time, lower the mower half an inch, and do like a little run by on the yard, get it cut, trimmed down just a little bit more. Then clean up in the barn. I have a few tables that I got out of the garage that the previous guy left that I'm going to try to use as kind of like little work benches. So I need to find some space to put those in the shop, and that's pretty much my morning. That'll be it. That'll be time to wrap things up and head to Tuscaloosa. So let's get to it. All right, wrapping things up here at the farm. I'm gonna go back one more time through. Stinks, stinks, stinks. We stirred up, I'm sure, some of the smell, the mold. This was so nasty last night. Oh my gosh, ripping that board out. Ugh, I was gonna vomit doing it. Well, now I've got to try to find somebody to come in here and finish the cleanup. At least the demo is done. But now it's removing the rest of this crap, getting it to the dumpster, and burning the rest. We had several good burn piles the last few nights, but still more stuff needs to be burned. We did clean out the garage a little bit. Some good boards we're keeping, and I don't know, these are some porcelain tile. I'm not sure what to do with it, but it's heavy and maybe somebody will want it. But the rest, pretty much probably all gonna burn or someone come get it or going in the dumpster. So that's it for inside. And of course the upstairs is still a mess. We didn't really even touch the upstairs. It's just been all down here, which you guys have probably seen the previous video. If you have not, you can go back and watch a previous video from maybe a couple months ago where I was videoing all the stuff that's still upstairs. Well, that stuff's still upstairs. So it's a full load of a dumpster and burn piles up there. But it's all relatively easy just to haul out. This was the major heavy and obviously the demo of the wall. So wrapping things up and continue to do a few things before I head out. Did a little touch-up paint where when I got this, it was used. I don't know if it was a scratching dent or if it had fallen off a truck. I don't really know, but there were some pretty big gashes in it. So I got at least one coat on. It probably needs another coat, but you can see it looks a lot better, and that at least prevents some of the rust on the bottom. So got that done. Pretty much finished up all I can do this go around. There's a couple of the shelvings that salvaged out of the garage, and that work table. At least I made a little bit more room in here. I know it's still got a lot of stuff that's got to get organized. Got this little corner organized again, a little work table. So happy about getting my air compressor and my hose reel connected. I use that a little bit. Starting to be a little bit of a functioning shop. Well, that's pretty much it. Time to maybe get cleaned up a little bit, and I got to get on the road, get back to Tuscaloosa. So this wraps up the farm and the farm vlog for now. Guys, thanks again for tuning in. We really do appreciate your love and support. Please share the videos, give them a thumbs up, tell others about them if you think they'll like these videos, and we will catch you guys in that next video. Bye-bye.
Welcome to my life, welcome to my life, yeah. Welcome to my life, yeah.